Professor Horror. Scary Stories.
The last train home. Eva had always been meticulous about following her routine. A demanding job at a bank in the city required her to stay late many evenings, often until well past the usual hustle and bustle of rush hour. For most of her co-workers, this would be inconvenient. It was downright unsettling for Eva because of the tales she'd heard about the last train home, the 11:45 p.m. to Ashford. They said it wasn't the journey itself that was eerie. It was the station at Ashford, often enshrouded in mist, which had seen its share of mysteries over the years. Passengers gone missing, belongings left behind, and an unsettling sensation reported by those who had dared to make the journey. But tonight, Eva had no choice. A meeting had overrun, and she rushed to catch the last dreaded train. The station was nearly empty when she arrived, with only the distant hum of a janitor's machine to keep her company. As she boarded the dimly lit carriage, she noticed only a handful of passengers, most of them buried in their books or headphones, all looking as wary of the ride as she was. Trying to shake off the uneasy feeling, Eva chose a seat next to a window and lost herself in a podcast. The urban sounds soon faded, replaced by the rhythmic clacking of the tracks and the occasional distant howl of the wind. At a particularly isolated stretch, the train shuddered to a stop. The lights flickered, and Eva thought she saw a shadow pass by her window in the temporary darkness. When the lights returned, she tried to dismiss it as a trick of her imagination until she looked across and saw a man 2 seats away, staring intently at her. The man was middle-aged, wearing a faded brown jacket, a hat pulled low over his face, and piercing blue eyes that never wavered. Eva tried to appear indifferent, but felt the weight of his gaze on her. Minutes seemed like hours until the train finally jolted back to motion. Every station they approached, Eva hoped he would leave, but he remained, his focus unwavering. She decided she'd exit at the next station, even if it weren't hers. Anything to escape the unsettling attention. But as the train approached Ashford, the mist outside grew denser, and the platform was barely visible. Remembering the tales of the mysterious station, Eva hesitated. Maybe it was safer to confront this man than to brave Ashford alone. The train doors opened with a hiss. Taking a deep breath, Eva rose from her seat, clutching her bag tightly. To her surprise, the man didn't follow. He just sat there, eyes still locked onto hers, with a small, knowing smile. She quickly disembarked, relieved to be free of his presence, but the platform was eerily silent. Suddenly, a gentle hand touched her shoulder. Spinning around, she came face to face with the station's elderly security guard. "Miss," he whispered, "you might not want to be here. That man on the train, he's been spotted before, always on the last train. He never gets off. Rumor has it he's looking for someone. You should go home." Chilled to the bone, Eva nodded gratefully and rushed towards the exit. As she left the station behind, she couldn't help but wonder, who was that man? And what or whom was he waiting for? From that day on, Eva made it a point never to catch the last train home.